Hello, this is Peg bringing you another art hop. Today's theme is primitive, and we have a number of people joining in the hop, so please follow along and use the hashtag provided. Thank you. So about 2 weeks ago, I recorded this particular video showing you how to use different molding components and types of clay to produce your own art elements. And I have a number of pieces that I have created by doing this, and it took me a couple of weeks just to let things dry out and get ready for painting. But you can see you can create a lot in a short period of time. So I'm going to use some of those components today in my primal piece. I might do a couple of different things. I just want to show you some things that you can do with these for your own art enjoyment. So here we go. So this is a little like totem doll or goddess that I created the other day using the paper clay. And I just have some Liquitex Basic I'm painting on here with just to get my first coat of color down. I want to base coat this. And I like the copper color. It's going to take a little while for some of these things to dry. And I'll show you a couple of other ideas I have while this is drying, because I have several. Make sure I get all that white covered. Some of it comes off as I roll it around. Okay, I'm gonna just set that aside and let her dry. And then I'm going to take another one or two. These are some other little shapes I had created. And for this one, I was going to put this on an art journal. This is a Finnebear art journal, and it has a pocket on the inside. But, you know, when you work with these, because they're ring binding, let's see, where is the front and where's the back? Because it has this ring binding, you can open this up right here and just take your covers off to work on them. So there's the back cover. And now I'll get the front cover. So I've painted with gesso and put a couple of coats of some paint on the surface, and now I'm going to use a texture paste through a stencil just to add a little more antiquing to the surface of my journal. Give it a little bit of a older antique or ancestral look. And then I will come back in with some more sprays. I'm using some glazes and some color bloom sprays to add color to my surface. So I'm just showing you the process. I'm applying several different colors of the color bloom spray. I'm using a deep teal, an antique gold, gold foil, and lime wedge to get that almost bronzish finish on my surface. And then I'll let that dry and come back and put a coat of sealer over it. So as I'm looking at this, I'm thinking, you know, I really want to highlight those cracks and crevices that are on the surface just to give it a little more interest. So I'm going to use some glazing in a, what color is this? This is from Golden, and it's called Violet Earth, and make it look a little more like earthenware or clay. Once that surface is dry, then I will apply some other finishes. I started thinking about the bronze and the colors that would be coming out of some metallics. So I grabbed some Deco Art metallic luster and apply that to the surface, just trying to hit the high spots, and you know, adding another coloration to the overall piece. I work back and forth between the colors, just blending and trying to bring out the face and the lettering and that sort of thing on the surface, because I want those to show up as being prominent in the design. I don't think I told you before, but I actually used some iridescent color over the other bronze and copper finishes that I had put on the doll, and it really does have a lovely surface effect. And then I use a sealant to coat everything and make sure that it's well sealed. I think both of these items would make lovely gifts for your art friends, or just for you to use for your journaling or as your music maker. So these are some of the projects that I've started by using this paper clay and molding experience. This is a little, you can either make these into wind chimes because they've got the little bells on the bottom, or it can just be something that feels good in the hand, that, you know, when you want to make a joyful noise, you've got your little she goddess here to make your noise with. Here is the journal that I worked on with the paper clay piece. And these are just some other components that are ready to go on to other projects. So I hope you enjoyed this. Please be sure and use the hashtag to find other videos, or if you look in the description box below, there are links to follow, and I will try and get a playlist up so that you can follow along that way. And just enjoy today's hop, because we've got some great artists that have put a lot into this for you. So thanks for stopping by. Be sure and give it a thumbs up and click on the little bell to subscribe. Bye for now.